Hey, Cancers. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. So, Cancers, we have the Father and the Venom, the King and the Queen, the Womb and the Gem. Yikes, Cancers. I don't know. I was not anticipating this. I mean, I feel like there's this idea of just really being under attack for a decision that you're making. Um, and and I kind of just want to say, Cancers, just like when people react violently to things, it's typically because they like it triggers something in them, right? And like I kind of just want to say like they hate us because they ain't us is like the vibe here. But it's just this idea of like people being really upset that you are doing something. And I almost feel like in all reality, the idea behind like where this anger is coming from is the idea that you're doing something without them. And it's like, those people who will help you, because it's like because it's convenient for them because they'll come up off of it. I mean, they're there, they're down for you, but they're down for you like if they can come up off of you. I feel like there's an idea here of somebody who is down for you because they could come up off of you, but the second that like remove their power, like to do that, they lash out at you, and now all of a sudden you're like the villain, right? I feel like there's just this idea of like, okay, well, I like now I know that you're not a real one because you only ride for me when you think you can get something out of it. And like that's this useless. It's worthless, right? And so on the other side of that, you have the womb and the gem. Again, I know some of my cancers are getting married, and I feel like for some of y'all, there are some people who are just not happy about it, and you are just kind of like, why would I? I feel like there's, and this isn't another one of your reads, but it was like, like what was it? It was like the title of it too. It was something about like stark contrast. And I feel like here again, this is this idea, cancers, of you really like, I want to say, finding your value, like developing who you are, and that really upsetting people who want you to stay toxic. They want to keep you in toxic environments, and you're like, listen, I am not going to do that. I've made a decision. And again, to build a life with someone who I feel like I can trust to not just use people for the sake of using them, right? I mean, I feel like there's an idea here of making a really solid decision. For some of my cancers, it could be that you're deciding to go forward with this marriage. For others of my cancers, it could be that you're deciding to go forward with, just like something that you've been working on. But I do get the feeling that even if it's just something that you're working on, it's with someone who offers you, I want to say, just like strength. I mean, gender neutral, obviously. So like don't get hung up on the gender of it all. But I mean the queen and the king are like divine counterparts, right? It's this idea of like the queen is aware of the direction the head needs to go. The king is the one who like makes the decision because people listen to him. You know what I mean? It's like, so I mean it's just kind of like this idea I feel like of like a power couple. And I feel like there is there are people, or there is a person, take it how it resonates, who's very threatened by this, and who are very threatened by this partnership, and really just have something to say about it. And I feel like to you, all that does is create that stark contrast even more so of like, that's exactly why I would never do this with you, and exactly why I would do this with this person, or exactly why I wouldn't do this with you, exactly why I would do this with this company, right? Exactly why I wouldn't. Like, there's just this. So whether it's a relationship or, a move that you're making with work, however it plays out, somebody's pissed. And you, I think, really like the only thing that they're doing in their anger is showing you exactly why you decided you didn't want to fuck with that in the first place. The Hermit, the Hierophant, the Hierophant, the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the World, and the Four of Wands. Cancers, again, I feel like it's just this idea of all of that, whatever this was, it really needed to come to an end, right? This I'm either your favorite person or the worst person on earth, but somehow I am always on an extreme. And I think for a while, those extremes maybe were very flattering to you, right? Because you were always on the good side. And so it's okay if you love me, but if you love me until you can't, until it's an inconvenience for you in some way, I feel then I have a better understanding of what your idea of love is, or your idea of partnership, your idea of a safe working environment, your idea of being, a good employee, however that plays out for you. Again, you take it how it resonates. But it's just this idea of really having to pull away from it and gain an understanding about why it is that it needed to end in the first place, so that you could understand. The illumination, fullness of understanding. I feel like when this occurs, it occurs in a way that again just kind of creates this stark contrast for you that gives you a full understanding of what's going on. And I want to say just makes you feel like, you know what, I'm better off doing this, on my own or with somebody or with a company that is really going to be a place that recognizes my value and honors a safe environment. Really, I feel like there's just this what is it to have a safe environment that honors your value and holds space for you, versus an environment that is constantly attacking you and telling you all of the things that you can't do this because you're this, this, and that, or you shouldn't do this because of this, this, and that. You know what I mean? It's just all you are hearing from these people is all the reasons you can't or you shouldn't. And I feel to the point where you're okay, it's yeah, it's time that we go our separate ways, because I can't trust you. I know that I've been working on myself, and I want to say, I've stayed strong through this. I've stayed true through all of this, and I'm ready to really go toward what it is that I seek to create. The Magician is, I want to say, in this particular instance, it's almost this idea of tell me I can't and I will. Stubborn as fuck. But also, because you've been telling me I can't, and I've been doing it, and I've been developing myself, and I've been working on my character, I've been, doing all the things that I need to do. So that when somebody wants to tell you that you can't, and that's been in our reads too, is I know what my limitations are, and you're not one of them. I feel that's still playing itself out even still. It's just this idea of you are not my limit. And now that I realize that I was allowing you to limit me, I'm going to go towards, what it is that I know I'm capable of. There's a lot of newness here, the womb, the Magician, these are early on cards. And I feel it's just kind of this idea of I know that I've already I already have the value that I need to go in the direction that I need to go. And I feel and now I have someone or a company or whatever that can match me. And I will be going in that direction, right? Okay, Cancers. Hope that y'all are doing well. Okay. King of Swords, Ace of Wands, Empress, and Eight of Wands, Six of Swords. Okay, so again, Cancers, I feel like there's just this like I've made the decision. I've made the decision to go toward my new beginning. I mean, the Ace of Wands is the idea of like a new opportunity, a new job, new community. Take it how it resonates, but it's something like new on the horizon for you that you are making a decision to move toward. In the King of Swords and the Empress with the King and the Queen, like I feel like there's just a lot of like divine counterpart energy here. I feel like you're stepping into something, but you're not stepping into it alone, and you feel empowered to take these steps. And I think you also feel like a high level of understanding about the steps that you're taking. And why it is that you're taking these steps, and why it is that the Five of Wands, why it is that you're parting ways with what was, and very quickly moving into a whole new direction. I mean, some of my Cancers may be literally moving. Some of you could just be moving jobs, moving roles, moving, however that plays out for you. But whatever this like separation and like coming together, it feels abrupt, and it feels, because you've got these like quick movement cards, and I feel like it's almost this idea of like, okay, I'm going to very quickly go towards what I want. And as soon as I go towards what I want, it sends me in another direction. And I feel like that other direction unleashes this like venom from whoever it is that you're parting ways with in a way that I think just almost is just like serves as a confirmation for the correctness of the new direction that you're taking. Okay, Cancers. The Destroyer in the comic. Yes. I feel like again, this is just this idea of like you are destroying something to go towards something different. But it's almost like I want to say, like, joke's on you, asshole. Like, I didn't destroy this, you did. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like Cancers, you're not coming in as like making this decision to like end things or deal with, like what, like stabbing anybody. There's no like stabbing people in the back. There's no like negativity around what it is that you're moving towards. What you're moving towards comes with like a high level of understanding, of, like empowered decision making, like a newness of community or a new opportunity that offers you, like a place to really develop your value. Like there's just a lot of positivity here. And so I feel like, again, it's just this idea of like somebody really wanting to, I want to say, like, tell you that you're destroying everything that you've worked for, and foolishly, like going towards something different. And the comic in this particular deck is kind of, it's kind of like the Fool, but it's also kind of got that like that slip on a banana peel, but like catch yourself before you fall type of energy. And I feel like there's just this sense of like, if I attack what they're doing early enough, if I attack them early on, then that'll, it's almost like that, like I can plant a seed of doubt. But I get the feeling that it's just like you are too well established and too protected and too valued, and like there's too much solidity for anybody to really plant a seed of doubt in you right now. And it might seem foolish but I don't get the feeling that you really like that you care. I don't know, Cancers. You can be on either side of the story. This is a general read, so it won't resonate with everyone. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. If you are interested in getting a personal read with me, please click the link in the description box below. If this is where we part ways, thank you so much for spending some time with me. And please give me a like, share, and subscribe. I hope to see y'all again soon. Bye.